Say money doesn't buy happiness. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. People say, oh, I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini. No. Maybe the cars don't buy you happiness. But, my mom had a heart attack in December, quite famously. Everyone heard that story, She's in Harley Street Medical Center at the best doctors in the best hospital. And you're like, thank God I can do that. Money does buy happiness.
Anyone who does not drive a Ferrari is a lazy idiot. It is that easy to get rich in the world today.
So how do you get rich?
Name a normie job.
Making coffee.
I'm gonna tell you how to get rich as a barista. We have a man who became a billionaire from salt. Yeah. You can all put salt on, he did it the best. So the first thing you need to do is get very good at making coffees. Then you need to solicit attention. When you can make coffees in a fancy way, you can hire a videographer, you can get a nice video made, you begin to put them on Instagram. Now you have attention. How do you then turn that attention into money? What you can do is launch your own coffee brand. You put your face on it because your face is now a recognized brand. Before you know it, you're making $10,000 or $15,000 a month. You can start to do tours. I'm gonna do master classes on how to make coffee, 20 people only, $1,000 each, just 20 grand for a day to teach people how to pour milk in a cup. Boom. You put in a little bit of effort, now you drive a Ferrari. Done.
There is an interesting verse in the Bible that says, wide is the path that leads to destruction and many walk it, but narrow is the path that leads to salvation. Where everybody's mostly headed is most likely the wrong situation, because most people are dumb. The crowd mentality, the mob mentality, they have no logic, they have no reason, they operate fully out of emotion. And you have the ability to harness that emotion, that energy, capture it, and get fucking rich off of it.
You're gonna have to sit down, pay attention, read, focus, reflect, try and find the lesson in the parable. You're gonna have to study. That takes discipline. If you lose, you made a mistake somewhere. How do you learn that? You have to go back, reflect. You have to watch the game back, play the game back. Where did I make the mistake? You don't blame your opponent, you blame yourself, always.
Self-control is strength.
Calmness is mastery.
You have to get to a point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant actions of someone else.
Don't allow others to control the direction of your life.
And remember, don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence.
When this video ends, whatever you choose to do, get up and go for a run, log into Pornhub, watch your favorite porno, like a nerd. Why are you doing that? You have to sit and understand why. Because if you start to understand why, you'll understand that you don't really want to live in the city you live in. You don't want to drive the car you drive. Why are you driving it? Because it's the only one you can afford, not because it's the one you want. Once you understand the why, you understand you need a lot more money. Why are you with the girl you're with? Oh, I love her. Why do you love her? Think about it. Do you really love her? Or is it just convenience? Has she been around for a while? Is she the only one you can get? Because you're going to love apples if you can't buy bananas. Perhaps you have no other choices. If you did, you might do something better. I want you to sit and actually genuinely understand that the universe gives everyone exactly what they deserve, and that you could have been anything, and you're a fucking loser. You need to work out why that is. Because if you work out the why, you work out the actionables, stop it, change it. Oh, I'm unhappy, I'm depressed. Stop saying it! Why are you saying it? You're happy, my friend, because you're talking. If you're truly unhappy, you don't talk. Think of the last time you lost a family member. The first thing you did is you sat in silence for half an hour. And someone goes, what's happened? And you might give them a few words. That's unhappy. If you're running your mouth down the pub about being unhappy, you're attention seeking. That's what you're doing.
You know, it's funny, they want a Rolls Royce, but they won't even go for a run. They want a Ferrari, but they can't even sit and focus. And they want a private jet, but they won't even take the time to sit and pray. Listen, for any of my future young kings, humble yourself and earn your stripes.
Next time you see a rich guy, go up to him and say, how'd you get rich? I've never heard anyone say university. Ever! When I was 16, I saw the guy in the Ferrari. I was like, I'm going to college and he isn't. And he ain't going to work. He knows something I don't know. I knew at 16 everything they told me was on. But there's still people who think they have 5 years to waste.
Life's simple. You make choices and you don't look back.
They say that I'm on the road. Maybe I just lost control. These nights keep on.
The only shortcut to life is to never miss a day, because sometimes you get lucky. And you'll never miss a lucky day if you try every day. If you don't try every day, you might miss your lucky day. Well, why didn't you try? I did. Oh, I did too. No, you didn't. That's a lie. What's the word of the day? Cash. Word of the day is cash.
I've been shaking, I love it when you go crazy. You take all my inhibitions. You got 61, remember life, and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote the little ones. I hope my children come and visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll be 60 years old, but I think the world is cold. I want to have a lot of children who can go with me. Soon I'll be 60 years old.
Do you actually, truly believe in your heart that you can escape the matrix.
Two wolves, Andrew. One's chained up in the dark, one's chained up in the light. Which one lives?
Yeah, absolutely, the one in the light.
The one you feed.
Interesting.
So I could feed the one in the dark all day and it's gonna live, and the one in the light's gonna die.
Correct.
What are you focusing on?
Correct.
So I'm not saying that if you're depressed that it's in your head. I believe that you're putting it in your head.
I know life is hard right now, so it's okay to give up. Are you serious right now? Never. Don't even think about giving up. If you are tired, rest, but never quit. I don't care how much you've done, but just do more. This is your only life. Get out there and achieve your goals.
Remember, this is not just a story. This is our future.
The question isn't who's going to let me. The question is, who is going to stop me?
Hey, God, universe, I'm actually trying my best. I haven't missed a single gym session. I'm not being lazy. I'm not being stupid. I'm not lying. I'm not snaking my friends. I'm not scrolling social media. I'm not being a dork. I'm not jerking off. And then all of a sudden they'll come along and give you everything you've ever wanted. Strong body, strong mind, work hard.
Your strongest muscle and worst enemy is your mind. Train it well.
Don't depend on some bullshit teacher out there that hasn't accomplished anything in life to tell you how to live, to impart upon you their limitations as to what reality has to give. If I'd listened to my teachers, well, I'd still be back in Argentina, probably working some bullshit 9-to-5 job, making a couple $100s a month, having to deal with fucking bullshit socialism and bullshit inflation. But I decided to learn from my experiences. I decided to put myself in situations that were uncomfortable so that I could grow and become better. And by doing so, and by developing a complete mind, I became better. And the better you become, the better life gets.
You're at a gas station and it's 3 a.m. and a Lambo pulls up and a guy gets out of it. You're thinking criminal, drug dealer, gangster. Yeah. You're not thinking, he has a uni degree. Because you're not going to think that. So when you see money, people don't even associate the money they see with university. But then they go, I want to make money, so I'm going to university. It doesn't make sense.
If it was easy, everyone would do it. Remember that the next time you're about to quit.
Sequência de mete, toma, soca, vai piranha, vai safado, eu te empurrando a piroca.
Being able to speak correctly and properly and very well is a completely under-discussed superpower. The reason I speak so well is not because I'm practiced, it's feedback. I will watch this podcast back 10 times and I will realize all the times I stuttered, or all the times I had to repeat myself, or all the times I didn't use a word I was supposed to use. And that's why next time I do a podcast it'll be better than even before. Practice alone will not improve you. The best prison on earth is going to be the one you don't realize you're in. That's the goal, is to keep the wool over everyone's eyes. Most people don't realize they're in a jail. They wake up at 7 a.m. and they go to a job and they work hard all day and they come home and they have no time for their family and they barely pay their bills and they barely afford to eat and they have no money left at the end of the month and they somehow think they're free. And they sit there and they watch the news and the news lies to them and they got vaccine in their arm and they can't fly anywhere because they can't afford it, or if their boss will give them leave. And they somehow believe they're free. You're a slave.